And here we are at the opening of our new attraction in Pirate Land. I haven't quite named it yet. Jump on board, everybody. And oh no. Oh no. We haven't even had any riders yet, and it's blown up. Derek, it's the mechanic button. Call a mechanic. Let's get someone down here to have a look at this. This is not good. Lockdown Land's reputation here is in the toilet because you know this was a big grand opening. Ah, dear me. Welcome back to Cottlandby Planet Coaster, and more specifically, you're in Lockdown Land, where the fun never starts. And on this particular ride, it definitely never starts, because once we've gone to open it, it's decided to blow up. I've been trialling this ride, and the reliability is shocking. Probably on account of the fact that it's got 4 lift hills and like 6 trains, and it's just pretty hardcore in terms of the engineering that has gone into it and that it must undergo on a daily basis with all those riders. So here we have a very diligent mechanic. I love these mechanics in this game. Look at the detail you get there. You have a theme park on the Atari maybe? Not sure. Anyway, the mechanic used to come and he used to put like a little box up and some like do not cross barrier, and then he used to sit there and get his sandwiches out and eat his sandwich. That was a great game. Okay, so going back a little bit, I have finished the theming off for this particular ride, and we've got a kind of warehouse going on that you go through first of all. So this first section is indoors, and I wanted it that way because this kind of sits at the back of the park behind the monorail station for the Pirate Cove, underneath the shadow of the volcano, but because it sits at the back of the park, I can't actually theme anything beyond the edge of the park. So there's just kind of like a drop off where there's nothing. So I thought that'd look kind of strange, so I decided to enclose it all. A big pile of barrels here that you go around. Might put an exploding one on there as well, that'd be kind of fun. There's an annoyance. One end of the park there's a tree which is inside my park, but I cannot do anything with it because it says out of bounds, because it kind of crosses over the barrier. So, what a bug, what an annoying bug that is. But you used to have that on the old Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, used to do that as well. So, but, you know, it's a first world problem, it's something I am going to live with. So we've got here some lovely scaffolding going in, just to make this room look a little bit more claustrophobic. Lighting wise, I haven't really done anything with lighting. What I'm going to do is phase 1, build the park. Phase 2, make it nighttime and do all the lighting. Phase 3, make it profitable by managing it properly. So at the moment, I'm just kind of doing whatever I want to do. No idea if it's going to make any money or not when I do eventually decide to try and run it like a proper theme park in the kind of game management mode. But we'll find out. And at the moment, the park is still open, and there are guests riding the rides whilst I'm building. At the moment, this is not a problem. So, as you can see, quick overview there of Pirate Cove. The building I was just working on is to your left, okay? And I've actually highlighted the track from this, so you can see some of the stats there for the ride that I'm building. And it goes all the way up to the top there. Along the top, you can see the track snaking in and out of the mountains, down into the other show building, which is that huge building on the right of the screen, and then all the way back again through the rapids into a kind of a lakey area that's on the top left, and then it finishes back in the station. So, yeah, nice theme station as well. A few bits in there. It'll look nicer when there's lighting and stuff. But like I say, at the moment, I'm leaving all that until such time as the park is finished. So a little bit of a dispatch there. As you can see, the timing on this ride is perfect. A train departs, and then boom, the next train comes in. Now, that train has not been held, it has not stopped, it has finished the ride, and it has come straight into the station. And that's the kind of throughput we're getting on this ride, because it's got all the sections are reasonably well behind each other, and I've adjusted the speed on the lift hills as well. So there is the first interaction with Q. Q goes straight past the first lift hill out the station, which is a nice interaction there. And the Q goes behind the pirate section. This is kind of interacting with the rapids there as it goes down out of that valley and into the show building. And then on the way back as well, it's got two interactions with the rapids. This is the first one, the second one goes behind the castle. But it's nice, very reminiscent of the runway mine train Alton Towers there where you go through that tunnel. There's a new themed section actually outside the show building at the end, where we've got toilets, staff buildings, and some shops as well. But there's no vendors in the shop because all my vendors have quit, as they always do. So this area down is looking rather nicely themed. You'll have to excuse GeForce Now there, having a moment, losing its resolution. And the whole area now is finished. There's walls, there's floors, there's fences, there's bushes, there's entertainment posts, there's all the street furniture. It's all come together really, really nice. And we'll do a big walk through the park at some point. But without further ado, let's ride the ride. Now, there's no one on it at the minute because it broke down basically. So now it's working again. Let's have a go, see what it's like. I am playing this on GeForce Now, so I'm not actually playing it on a computer. That hole there needs sorting out. I'm not actually playing it on a computer at my home. I'm playing it on a MacBook Air remotely over the web. Now, a few things to say about this. I have finally got on the Founders membership. So I was on a free service before. There was no availability to pay for it. Now I'm paying £5 a month to have some perks. The only difference really I can see with the Founders membership is that it doesn't boot me off at the end of the hour, and it does load instantly. When I was on the free version, the 1 hour version, you'd have to wait maybe a couple of minutes to get a slot, to get a rig, but it wasn't more than a couple of minutes. Sometimes you just go straight on, depends on the time of day, but I could never figure out when the peak times were because it was just so random. First lift hill, by the way, coming out of the pre-show building, or the first show building, whatever you want to call it. Back to GeForce Now. Now, I'm on the Founders membership, so that's great, alright? Because I don't mind paying for this, because I think it's actually a really good service. There's very, very, very little latency. They have really done well getting this to run. You click that mouse button, and it doesn't feel anything different to doing it on a normal PC that is local. Okay, so it's a great system. How powerful are the servers that you are playing this on? Well, spoiler alert, in the next episode I have to close the park, because although it deals alright with the number of guests, and at the time I've got 7,000 guests in the park, building it became a little bit stuttery, and you do get a drop in resolution every now and then when your internet drops out, but it ain't that bad. All in all, am I going to run this game? Am I going to open the park? And is it going to get like 20, 30,000 guests? Yes, it is. Will GeForce Now be able to deal with it? Yes, it will. Is it going to run it amazingly well? Second lift hill, by the way. Probably not. It's going to get a little bit stuttery. But the actual connection between my laptop and, see what I mean there? It just had a moment. The actual connection between my laptop and their servers is bulletproof. Absolutely bulletproof. I think in all the time I've been playing this game, I'm probably knocking on a good 100 hours now, I've had one drop connection, and that was it. And that's on Sky Superfast 76 meg broadband, which very seldom goes above 50 megaseconds. Usually it's bobbling around the 40. So you know, you can see how the potential for this technology, especially on fibre connections. Why would you buy a gaming PC? I struggle to find the rationale for spending thousands of dollars, pounds on a computer which is going to be obsolete very quickly. Lift bill number 3, by the way. Just my opinion there, as someone who, you know, I get to play this every now and then, probably once or twice a week at the moment. I've been looking at the Nvidia Shield. I may invest in one of those. I don't know yet, just so I can have it on a bigger screen. But I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, there you go. Over the rapids we go. Nice bit of interaction there, and then we go right over the rapids and behind the castle. Scenic element there underneath the queue line, and then this is the final lift hill number 4. And then down into this, it's like an oasis, I guess. There's also some interaction here with the monorail, which is obviously going to be the last ride to finish. And that goes behind a waterfall, and in fact this ride does go behind a waterfall. In a second, it just does this figure 8. Nice little way to finish the ride. Behind the waterfall, and then into the station. Great ride, great family ride, very, very popular, extremely unreliable ride. But very nice, you know. Next up, we are going back over the Spooky Land. 2 rides on the go there. Although one of them is a bit of a disaster. And then over to build a massive Woody, which is really exciting. And then we'll go back onto Sci-Fi Land. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and join me next time. And hit that like button if you have liked it. If you haven't liked it, hit it anyway, because it's just nice, I guess.